of come to light for us as home inspectors over the last almost just about a year ago. And that is something to do with these little gizmos that you guys all know and love called smoke alarms. This kind of smoke alarm is what's found in 95% of U.S. homes. And I say 95% that have smoke alarms. This is what's called an ionization smoke alarm. It's the sensor type in it that makes it special. So the problem is, this alarm will go off when you cook. It will go off when you shower. The survival rate in a fire of the occupants is actually only 40%. So 60% of the time, this alarm will go off after the occupants are actually dead. Kind of a problem. Okay. This alarm, which is available, I bought these two for $23 at Costco 3 days ago, is a photoelectric alarm. The survival rate with this one in a fire is 96%. Kind of a good thing. I would simply pose the question to you, which house do you want to be sleeping in at night? And which house do you want your friends, family, and customers to be sleeping in? CREIA just officially took a position that says we're going to work at the state level to change the law and to change the building codes to ban these ionization alarms because they are just flat out dangerous. The cities of Palo Alto up here, the city of Albany, the city of Sebastopol, the city of Orange in Southern California have already taken steps and banned that technology, as have the states of Maine, Iowa, Vermont, and Massachusetts, and I think about half of Australia and one of the European community nations. So this is a real problem. Not knowing the difference between these two things costs 1,000 people a year their lives in the U.S. 1,000 people think they have functional smoke alarms and they do not wake up some morning because they had a fire. So this is a real problem. The other issue with these is because the ionization alarms nuisance trip so much, they're 8 times more likely to have the batteries pulled out. 2/3 of all the people that die in the United States die in homes with disabled smoke alarms. So that's another 2,400 people a year. And this has been going on for decades. So the estimates run in the 30,000 to 40,000 basically avoidable deaths over this one issue. CREIA is going to be sponsoring or attempting to sponsor legislation. I would encourage CAR to be involved in that process, and we would actually greatly enjoy and appreciate that. So that's all I had. I know it looks like there's a few questions already. Yes.
Dave Farn, Region 4. Are those products clearly marked ionization versus photoelectric? Is it clear which one's which?
Well, for starters, if you can't tell, there's a 95% probability you have ionization alarms because they sell 95% of the product they sell is ionization. So the ionization units will always say somewhere on the back that they have radioactive material because they use a little bit of American-241, I think, or they will have an I and a model number. The photoelectrics will have, the newer ones will have a key in the model number, but manufacturers do not make it easy to tell them. KITA and BRK both are the two big guys, the big guns in the industry. They both kind of make it a little tough to tell. Good question. Yes.
Does this consideration only apply to battery operated, or does it also apply to hardware?
This is the sensor type that actually detects the smoke, so it affects any type of smoke alarm for residential. Oddly enough, you can't install an ionization alarm in a commercial installation. The fire departments won't allow you to put this in. They only allow you to put it where you sleep.